It's a roll. Game for the Knicks, and they're facing an interconference foe today. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento. Buries the long-range jumper. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old-school energy to this matchup.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. And again, it's a New York three.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
Halliburton is doubled. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And great vision there to punish the double team. That was well executed.
Here's Giddey. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. And it's Smith missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Smith on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Smith got his third basket of the night.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Halliburton, the layup off target. Thibault can't get it to go. The Knicks lead by 7. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Murray, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And Stan, an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now, here is Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Murray looking around. Halliburton outside. He goes up again. Here's Champagnie. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here.
Once again, for your 9-1-6 crew.
The Kings trailed by 12. To the inside. Here's Carter. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's New York with it. On the wing, Williams. He's looking for Poole and finds him. Back to Williams. 4 on the clock. Oladipo for 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Will it go? Dosunmu's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
1:03 left to play in the first. The 3 from Poole.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Carries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Near the 3-point line, it's Poole. And the Knicks miss again.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Kings shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. First free throw is good. And McCain drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Poole right side. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's out front. They lead by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their team.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
He's off on the second. GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 7. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Here's Champagnie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
They get it again. Wide open look here for Murray. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Giddey. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by New York.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Murray outside. Over Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Giannis on the follow. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you
Embiid,
play.
no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. And Sacramento has possession. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Murray outside. Screen by Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. So it's the Knicks now. 15-point game. .131 left in the first half of the game. Banked in off the glass.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, marking him can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
It's stolen by Adams. Oladipo goes in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Lets the 3 fly. And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Kings trailed by 16. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
A kick out to O'Neal. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Kings. Halliburton looking around. Pass to Champagny. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Oh, how about the recognition by Halliburton? Kick-out passes like that demonstrate just how unselfish he is. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to Champagny. Off target with his 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
The Knicks leading by 13. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Halliburton for 3. That shot no good. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Champagny. Screen by Smith. Smith on the wing. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so here is New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And finished off by Williams.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
And Carter has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Smith with the stop.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
To the paint. Carter down low. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Champagny. That ball. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Champagny's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's foul number 2 for him. Van Vliet wide open. No good on the triple. The Kings trail by 16. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take the thing you've got. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Clock at 4. Here's Van Vliet. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. .103 left to play here in the third. Embiid.
Well, Giddey looks so comfortable running these sets. Sees the floor well, makes good decisions.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Oladipo. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Whew. They're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
Screen by Adams. For 3, Van Vliet gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 6.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Another one for Giddey. His confidence level has been sky high tonight, looking to score the ball.
Poole looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to it. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They led by as many as 18 points. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And it's Halliburton penetrating. Nailed from three-point land.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Dosunmu. Smith outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Here's Halliburton. And a missed layup.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Murray for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Yeah, you don't want to give Murray too many of those opportunities. He is lethal in transition.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Sacramento. Driving to the basket. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
Good work defensively by Carter.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Smith. It's taken away by Smith. And it's Halliburton penetrating.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
A 3-ball. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it. Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to Murray. Launches a three. They get it back.
And smart play by Smith, using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
Rebound by Smith. The Knicks leading by 23. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Smith's got 13 points in the second half.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smith.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
For three, Smith. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's Smith missing. Smooth sailing for New York. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For three, Murray. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Rebound by Smith.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.